welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Annie if you are new here. Today I'm going to be kicking off my summer reading series. I am so excited to be filming this for you guys. I absolutely love reading, and it was just about like maybe 2 or 3 summers ago that I really found out like how much I loved reading and how I can literally spend every hour of the day reading if possible. So this first part of the series is going to just be some feel-good books that literally will grab your heart and make you just happy, sad, and everything in between. And I'm going to be bringing more videos in this series, some thrillers, some series books, and just some other things that I have in mind. But if you have any recommendations for things that I should read this summer, please leave them down below. I love reading. I love reading basically any type of genre too, which is why I'm going to try to tackle a bunch of genres in this series. So I hope you guys will stick around, and once again, if you have any recommendations, please leave them down below, and let's get into the video. Okay, jumping right on into it, I picked 4 books for this video, but there are so many more, and I will list some honorary mentions at the end of this video. It was so hard to choose just 4 for you guys, and like I said, I will be giving so many more recommendations just throughout the summer and over on my Instagram. And I forgot to mention in the intro of this video, if you have a Goodreads, follow me below. If you don't have a Goodreads, you should definitely make one if you're into reading and also kind of like into social media. It is like the social media for books, and it is amazing. I find so many recommendations on there. But starting off, we have the book You, Me, and the Sea by Meg Donahue. I read this, I think, 2 summers ago, and you guys, it was so good. So I'm just going to read you the description on the back, and you guys can decide for yourself if you like it or not. Okay. Merrow Shaw believes she was born of the sea, strong, joyous, and wild. Her beloved home is Horseshoe Cliff, a small farm on the coast of Northern California, where she spends her days exploring fog-clouded bluffs and swimming in a secluded cove. It's an enchanting childhood, but it's not without hardship. The mystery of her mother's death haunts her, as does the increasing cruelty of her older brother, Bear. Then, like sea glass carried from a distant shore, Amir arrives in Merrow's life. He's been tossed about from India to New York City and now to Horseshoe Cliff to stay with her family. Together, Merrow and Amir embrace their shared love of the sea and their growing love for each other. But the ocean holds secrets in its deepest depths. When tragedy strikes, Merrow is forced to question whether Amir is really the person she believes him to be. In order to escape the danger she finds herself in and carve her own path forward, she must let go of the only home she's ever known and the only boy she's ever loved. Inspired by Wuthering Heights, You, Me, and the Sea is a spellbinding and suspenseful tale that illuminates the way in which hope, love, and even magic can blossom in the darkest of places. This is like such a good love story, mystery, and like everything in between. I loved this book so much, and it's the perfect summer read. It's about, let me see, it's 338 pages, so it's not long. I read this in a few days, and yeah, I love this one so much, and I know you guys will too. Okay, next up we have one of my all-time favorites. This is Firefly Lane by Kristin. This is so good. They actually made a Netflix series about it, and I haven't watched it, but I just loved the book so much, and it had so many amazing characters and just character development throughout it all. So I'm going to read you once again the back of the book, and then you guys can decide for yourself. So, sometimes a novel comes along that speaks to a generation. Spanning more than 3 decades and playing out across the ever-changing face of the Pacific Northwest, Firefly Lane is the internationally best-selling story of 2 women and the friendship that defines their lives. This exceptional novel has struck a chord in women around the world. In a way, it is the story of all women, of who we are and what we care about and how much friendship matters. In the turbulent summer of 1974, Kate Malarkey has accepted her place at the bottom of the 8th grade social food chain. Then, to her amazement, the coolest girl in the world moves in across the street and wants to be her friend. Tully Hart seems to have it all. Beauty, brains, ambition. On the surface, they are as opposite as 2 people can be. Kate, doomed to be forever uncool, with a loving family who mortifies her at every turn. Tully, steeped in glamour and mystery, but with a secret that is destroying her. They make a pact to be best friends forever. By summer's end, they become Tully and Kate, inseparable. For 30 years, Tully and Kate are there for each other, weathering the storms of friendship, jealousy, anger, hurt, resentment. They think they've survived it all until an unexpected betrayal tears them apart and puts their courage and friendship to the ultimate test. And this one was so good. I could not put this down. It is a little bit longer. I think it's about, let me see. I think it's like 480 pages, around like 500 pages, but it is so good. And Kristin Hannah is an amazing author, and you guys should totally check her out if you're looking for like feel good, good reads. Okay, next up on the list is a all-time favorite of mine, and I feel like it's a super famous book. It is Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. This book I read last summer, and I honestly loved it. I loved everything about it. It really made me like put traveling and just like life into perspective. I've never been out of the country. It's on my bucket list, obviously, and it's just something that I really want to do. But for the time being, I don't have that option. So when I read this book, I kind of felt like I was able to travel to all these different places. So I'm going to... In her early 30s, Elizabeth Gilbert had everything a modern American woman was supposed to want. Husband, country home, successful career, but instead of feeling happy and fulfilled, she felt consumed by panic and confusion. This wise and rapturous book is the story of how she left behind all those outward marks of success and what she found in their place. Following a divorce and a crushing depression, Gilbert set out to examine 3 different aspects of her nature, set against the backdrop of 3 different cultures. Pleasure in Italy, devotion in India, and on the Indonesian island of Bali, a balance between worldly enjoyment and divine transcendence. This book was amazing, you guys. I loved every single part of it. It made me laugh, made me cry. Like, it was amazing. So I highly, highly, highly recommend this book. And sorry that I keep pushing my glasses up. They're from Warby Parker, but I have not been able to take them somewhere to get them, like, tightened, so I don't need to wear them all the time or anything. I just really do like to wear them, especially like when I'm reading and stuff. So yeah, but yeah. Okay, and finally, the last book that I'm going to talk about is a perfect transition point into the next episode in this series. This is the After. It's the After series by Anna Todd, and this is the first book in the series. I absolutely loved this one. It was one of my favorites. I think there's 5. It was one of my absolute favorites, and I feel like it's the perfect read for summer if you like true romance and like, you know, everything in between. So I'm going to read you the back of this one. Tessa is a good girl with a sweet, reliable boyfriend back home. She's got direction, ambition, and a mother who's intent on keeping her that way. But she's barely moved into her freshman dorm when she runs into Hardin. With his tousled brown hair, cocky British accent, tattoos, and lip ring, Hardin is cute and different from what she's used to. But he's also rude, to the point of cruelty even. For all his attitude, Tessa should hate Hardin. And she does, until she finds herself alone with him in his room. Something about his dark mood grabs her, and when they kiss, it ignites within her a passion she's never known before. He'll call her beautiful, then insist he isn't the one for her and disappear without a word. Despite the reckless way he treats her, Tessa is compelled to dig deeper and find the real Hardin beneath all his lies. He pushes her away again and again, yet every time she pushes back, he only pushes her in deeper. Tessa already has the perfect boyfriend, so why is she trying so hard to overcome her own hurt pride and Hardin's prejudice about nice girls like her? Unless, could this be love? So this one is amazing, one of my all-time favorite series, and I will definitely talk about the whole series in the next episode of my summer reading series. I highly recommend this one. It is a little bit longer. Oh, I forgot to say, Eat, Pray, Love was a shorter read, I want to say. Yeah, it was around like 330 pages, not bad. But the After series is definitely a longer one. This book in particular was almost 600 pages. So yeah, it's definitely a bulky read, but it went so fast. Okay, you guys, that is all of the books that I have for this first episode in the summer reading series. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please leave your recommendations below. I would love to know what you're reading this summer, and please follow me, like I said, on Goodreads if you want to see what I'm reading, when I'm reading it, and for all of my recommendations and stuff. And then over on my Instagram, I'm actually going to be creating some summer reading lists for all different genres. So if you don't want to watch the videos, you can just go over to my Instagram and get the short version of it. But I hope you guys all have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. And yeah, please like, comment, subscribe. I love interacting with all of you guys, and I would love to get to know you. So I hope you guys have a great day.